Shadow on the track. Let's get it. I'm a rock star type nigga, fucks bad bitches. See me in the drop cause I stay.
What's good?
Welcome back, everybody, to another video. Oh man, oh shit, golly. Sorry, don't mind the video. I don't know how to pause.
Yo, that my man is bugging, bro.
Yeah,
what?
Yeah, the algorithm's trying to cancel him already as we speak.
Wow.
But yeah, so as without further ado, welcome back, everybody. This is Mass Media Podcast with your boys, Big Mike, aka Q Fusion, and my co-host
Double A Hef in the building. What's good, y'all? I just shared the link. We are live, so you can check. I mean, if you're already watching, great. But if you're not, or if you want someone to find us, it is definitely on our Facebook pages, respectively. So please put that share out, like, comment, subscribe. Let's get the super chats going today, y'all.
Yo,
let's get them donations popping, y'all.
Absolutely.
Hit the Cash App, hit the PayPal.
Yes, I love it. I fucking love it. Hit it to the beat. Hit it to the beat of my cheeks. Wow. Oh wow. No homo.
Yo, can you say no homo anymore? Can you even say that?
Yeah, probably not. Oh man. I'll say no fairy from now on. No fairy. Anywho, that goes right hand in hand. But before we get into the topic of tonight, I wanted to give you guys who haven't seen your boys here at Mass Media before, because it's very hard to get some handsome men of the African diaspora on your on your TV screens or your computer screens or on your phone if you're listening to us while you drive. We are here. We are the we are queer. So I'm playing. No, we are the guys here that are looking to give you guys the most upfront, in your face content as you possibly can, and that leads us into the topic of today. We have a sit down that took place with Kanye West. The man formerly known as Kanye West. I believe now he is going by Ye. For all intents and purposes. And he sat down on the Drink Champs with Nore, where he finally took an opportunity. Well, he's been going and doing a circuit. I believe he did an interview with Tucker Carlson from Fox News.
Yeah, that one was good.
And he did another interview, I believe, on ABC News as well.
Mm-hmm.
And he has done his gone around and the media circuits and has been giving people more of an insight as to the thought process behind Ye.
Mm-hmm.
And in this video, there was talk of a lot of anti-Semitic hatred comments, just a lot of off the wall, just your typical buzzwords in order to ensure that the video would get taken down. I believe within the first couple of hours of its release, YouTube was already on it. They wasted no time whatsoever. And on top of that, the man, I believe Nore, I guess the owner of the Nore. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't listen to that anyway. But the Nore, or no, sorry, I messed up again. Nore ended up doing his rounds. Supposedly, he's going on Hot 97. He's going on all these different
the Breakfast Club, all of that.
Yeah, and he's already renouncing the interview and sit down, saying in his words that he regrets it.
Yeah, right. Honestly, y'all, first and foremost, if you haven't watched the Tucker Carlson interview with Kanye, do that, because you got to get some context. All right, we have to get to a point where we aren't just satisfied with hearing, like, coming to this channel and just hearing what we say. No, do your own due diligence, get the goddamn context, and then piece together your own formulation of what's discussed. What I really can't stand nowadays. Everyone has access to information. It's right here in your goddamn hand, in your pocket. But no one wants to do it, And again, I'm not, trying to begrudge anyone from or sway people from coming to our outlet. Of course, I want more people to come to our outlet. But hey, at the same time, our community can grow stronger. And I'm not just talking about the quote unquote Black community. I'm talking about the community of people that actually tune in to our live streams, it's not fun for Mike and I just being in a quote unquote echo chamber all the time saying things, and then you guys just agreeing, because that doesn't help. It's great for discourse when we actually have polarity, or just objection, or more free thought, if you will.
No, thank you for that. And I think that's the biggest thing about this conversation, because that's essentially what this was supposed to be, a conversation between grown men where you can openly speak, your true, I guess you almost said your truth, almost got twisted up in there, but openly speak, what is on your mind without fear of any retribution. And I think this is the biggest problem I have in today's day in society, is when you ask someone a question and they provide you an honest answer, right, from the bottom of their heart, instead of you taking the layers back and trying to dive deep within their thought processes, you automatically choose to demonize, scrutinize, and then cancel from just 2-second clips, 5-second clips. You know what I mean? Even this clip right here, if you don't finish the full duration of the clip, you're automatically going to be saying, "Oh, I knew it this whole time. I knew it. I knew he hated Jewish people. I knew he hated this ethnic group. I knew he hated this group." Like, if you don't just watch the content, and this is just a clip that we're going to show you from the video today, but if you're not watching the actual conversations and you're just letting your whole everything you think about a person be completed just based upon a 5-second clip, that really says a lot about you and your intelligence marker as far as whether or not you can have coherent adult conversations with other human beings, right? And I think this whole generation that we have, and sort of being, and I think I heard somebody call it like we're in the microwave generation, where it's just you saying put it in 30 seconds and you move on. I think sometimes it's even less than 30 seconds if you even can do that. It's just at this point in time now it's become absolutely obscene, and I'm not enjoying where this is going, and it makes doing our job even harder, because we are truly trying to have these tough conversations. But when people automatically are taking little things at what we say, because it happened to us, and we're not even anywhere like on the big atmosphere, but we see this all the time when we post anything on Facebook, Instagram, or what have you. I automatically get, I know on my end and on my co-host end, we get the smoke ASAP. But then as soon as we provide content, I just didn't really think that you were, you meant it like that. It's like, duh, dummy. If I post a post, and I think, Aaron, we can even talk about a situation that happened, and this with the he who should not be named, right? The red-headed bandit,
the super fan.
Yeah, the super fan. So and this is gonna go back into, this is all gonna tie in, guys. So don't hopefully don't leave us. Stay with us. Yeah. But we have what's called the White Knights, right? And this isn't some racial undertone, right? It's just the White Knights, the guy that comes in and saves the day, saves the damsel in distress and somewhat distress, and comes in and provides his 2 cents when it's unneeded. Right, he ain't saving nobody. He's not gonna get the cheeks. He's not gonna, those women don't want him. Right, I'm saying, but he thinks that by providing some type of save these hoes mentality, he's going to be able to bring them to the winning side. Quote unquote.
Get some points. He's gonna, they're gonna just wake up tomorrow morning and be like, I never knew that such and such was so strapping. Like, no, that's so never gonna happen, bro. That's never gonna happen.
So intelligent, such a jarring young man.
Actually, I misspoke. Let me rephrase that. Like tomorrow, she's gonna wake up, right, and remove all the penises away from her face from the night before, and then she's gonna say, "You know what? I never knew how smart such and such was." After I get this last penis out of my coochie, because he's still hitting it. The real thirsty dude that really hung around all night. He's still, and I'm giving him some pity pee. We're gonna call it pity pee. I gave him some pity pee in the AM. So when I'm done, I'm going to see if this simp is gonna take me out on a date, and then you're gonna answer that phone call quick, fast, and in a hurry. And then you're gonna hop in our comments like, I told you so.
I'm disgusted. I'm so disgusted. And then he's gonna be a real fan. So yeah, this redheaded bandit chooses on numerous occasions to hop into my comments right? And to jump proverbially down no ferry down my throat every time I make simply just repost a post, providing any little context that I choose to bring. And I always find it funny, and me and my co-host were just talking about the other day. It's just like it's so inherently obvious that there are men, right? Because we already know women love attention, but there are men in today's day and age who are craving the attention of other men. Like he is literally doing a crying out for me, like for me to acknowledge his intelligence and acknowledge the fact that yes, he probably went to a couple seminars, or have you got a university degree in biopsych. Cool, bro. Like awesome. Thank you for using all of that education to come to me. I hope you got a job in your field, right? But you came to me, and every single talking point you want to bring is some psychoanalytical bull stuff that is unneeded. I don't need. I say one last time, I don't need for you to try to break down every last post. If I wanted to, I would. These people don't understand you. This is why nobody likes your comments. Anytime you comment, bro.
Hold on. Okay. Let's reel it in. I want to say this lastly before we get this going. To your point about this person in particular, but I see this across the board. It's not even so much that they want attention. I've come to realize that the world is separated into two parts, right? There's people that can create their own energy. And I know energy cannot be created yet. Outside of that, all right, we're not going into the scientific breakdown. What I'm saying is that there's some people that can create their own energy, their own buzz, whether it's in the form of a company, a form of an idea, of the form of just being humorous naturally, the form of being charismatic naturally. They can just create on their own. And there's people that cannot. And I've seen this by being, Mike, you and I, athletes. There's some people that just got it. Some people that just don't get it. They play the same sport their whole damn life and they'll never get it. You know what I mean? And I've seen that in, music. I'm a musician. I've seen it in music. I see it across the board. No matter what you name it. There's people that just are naturally creators or natural creators, and other people can't. And those people that can't, the ones that aren't confident in themselves, they wind up being those super fans that are always going to be there to have something to say. But you know what? I don't begrudge them, because even though I'm calling them super fans in a mocking way, those super fans are actually like our best critics, because they're going to keep us refined and polished.
Yeah, you know what? I can give credence to that. My only thing is, and the beautiful thing about this, right? That this redheaded bandit is that this goes right into the topic of today. When it comes to when we're having these kind of tough conversations, right? You're gonna have the people who are based and who are able to discern from, okay, what can I take from this, be it what it may, right? And see the truths that exist within his rhetoric. And then you have the others that are simply so uber emotional and looking for any little thing to get triggered on, that they will find it within themselves to say, you know what? No, fuck this, man. I've heard enough. I've heard all I need to hear. Cancel this man. Get this man off the airwaves. You know what I'm saying? There's just the problem is that those people, the latter, are the loudest ones in the room, and they are the ones moving the needle. Yeah. So people like myself, because I didn't even get a chance to, thankfully, YouTube has pariahs on there where people got the interview and they just swipe that shit and are restreaming it themselves and putting it on there as their own content. Hey, do what you got to do. But that allows for us to actually see it, because otherwise I would have never even got a chance to see a snippet outside of this clip of that interview. Right. Yeah. So it's
which is saying something. I want everyone to keep that in mind. What my co-host just laid out. Luckily for us, we have people that are on top of these things, that already record these things and repackage them. That way they don't get taken down by the same algorithms that took down the original. Luckily, right? And it's easy to say, yeah, well, I still saw it or whatever, because we had that luxury. But imagine you didn't, because we're not that far away from where they say no, and no means no. You don't get it. And then at that point, it's like, well, who the hell is in charge? Is that the government that's in charge? Because one, I'm not for big government. So if the government, I don't like the government telling me what to fucking do. Period. So if it's the government, I have a problem with that. If it's not the government, but then they are dictating what we the people get to do and get to watch and subject ourselves to and listen to, why do they have so much power? So keep all of that in mind. That we are lucky, as my co-host stated, that people were on top of this, and that way we can actually see it. That's some like freaking China shit. That's some red wall, the China shit where they literally like filter everything that their people can see.
Mm-hmm.
How far is this going to go? I'll tell you how far it's going to go. It's going to go as far as we allow it to go. And by the looks of things, it's going to go all the way. We're going to go full-fledged communists. And I know that's like a trigger word. Oh, my God. People, once I just said that, people were just like, oh, no matter what he's saying, I'm going to throw the baby out with the bathwater. I'm going to throw the baby out with the bathwater just because he said a buzzword, communism. And I might not even know what the hell communism means, but you know what? He said it, and I don't like it. We have to be better, y'all. We have to understand what's going on. And if we don't understand, raise your goddamn hand. We are too old. We have way too much at our fingertips to not know better. And I'm not speaking as someone like on some high horse, like, oh my God, I know every goddamn thing. I don't. And I'll be the first to tell you what I don't know. But when I know what I'm talking about, you are sure as hell gonna know. Because I'm gonna let your ass know.
Mm. All right, guys. So I want to make sure I see that we're on.
Ooh, Kamala, I like that. I like that comment, Kamala. I agree, Kamala or Kamala. I'm sorry, I don't want to slay your name, but I totally agree because one of the issues that I have with the quote unquote Jewish community, and I do mean that in quotes, is because Semitic people, the Semites, aren't just the people that used the Jews. All right, back in biblical days, it was broken down by like seed lines. All right, you had Hamites, you had Semites, you had Japhites, and the Semites weren't just who are the people that we know today as the Jews. But whenever you hear anyone talk about anything that's anti-Semitic, it only pertains to one particular group of people. Why is that? Why is that? That's a great question, Kamala or Kamala. I do not mean to slay your name. I'm not sure if you can see that question, Mike. Can you see that?
No, I can. I can see it.
Okay.
I see it pulled up. Is it so what's it called? I'm good. I'm glad you're able to see it. Because usually sometimes you're not able to pick it up.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, normally I can't. So
thank you. But yes, Kamala, thank you for that. Sorry about that, guys. I'm just trying to make sure we're streaming on YouTube and Facebook because I know I had to log out of Restream. So just let us know in the chat if you guys can see it on your end, right? Just to make sure that we're not wasting content. All right. But without further ado, I definitely want to get into this clip so that way you guys can see what we're talking about for today's episode.
Get paid off that shit.
I know.
The thing about it, me and Adidas, it's like I could literally say anti-Semitic shit and they can't drop me. I could say anti-Semitic things and Adidas can't drop me. Now what? I'm gonna name you some anti-Semitic shit right now, right? Because you're a Jew. Let me put it like this. Remember I talked about the chakras? Remember I talked about Rick Rubin? I talked about the 808?
The chakras is real.
Now I'm gonna say some anti-Semitic shit. I'ma fuck your bitch. I'ma kill this nigga. 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 That's the real anti-Semitic shit that the Jewish people get paid off of. Now let me little Apple move. Let me on Apple right now. How many people want to bet their house that content is not within the first 3 songs on Apple Rap Music?
Nobody.
Don't mind the shaking, y'all.
My man, wilding out.
So they're gonna have to take my life before they take my people.
Oh, Kanye, you're in the Matrix right now.
But we ain't taking it no more, bro.
Agent Smith.
They get paid off that shit.
All
Yeah,
right.
no lies detected. That's something that I've been talking about, something that we've been talking about. It just shouldn't even be new. That's why when Kanye first started his whole going doing these interviews, I didn't even have like the angst to even like discuss it on my channel, let alone on this channel, because it's just things that I was like, okay, yeah, like the ocean's blue, the sky's blue, and the sun comes up in the mornings. I'm saying like, all right, yeah, what else? What else is due? You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, but what really galvanized me to actually like agree to do this episode tonight is the fact that Nori is doing this. He's moonwalking better than Michael Jackson, y'all. My man is
Man.
He's a smooth criminal out here, man. Smooth criminal. Not to mention, he's the same dude that because I know Mike was saying Nore, but it's Nori. Nori is short for Noriega. You know what I'm saying? Like I remember Noriega growing up. You know what I'm saying? Because obviously I'm from Brooklyn. The whole hip hop like quote unquote culture is like in my bones. So I finally remember, you know what I'm saying, Nori. I know what he was rapping about. And basically what he was rapping about was the same shit Kanye was just talking about with the I'ma kill this nigga, I'ma fuck this bitch. He falls into that same category. So to see this man start pulling his best Billie Jean impersonation really infuriates me, because it's like, come on, man. At the end of the day, because he also said on a Breakfast Club, and I'm not sure if you saw this, Mike, or heard it. He said, "Oh yeah, I'm not out here trying to strip anyone's freedom of speech. Everyone should have a voice, but you know what? I'm black. What the fuck does that mean? What the fuck does that mean? I'm black. First of all, I've been asking this question for over 2 years now. What the fuck is black to begin with? Number one. Now this nigga just added on top of that. He is black. So now you really got to explain it to the nigga. Like, what the fuck does that mean? You know what I'm saying? I mean, I know what he means by that. But I mean, in the greater scheme of things, what the fuck does that mean? That means that you're down for the cause. That means don't cancel me. That means I will continue to say, I'ma kill this nigga. I'ma fuck his bitch.
Exactly. What
Come on, y'all.
Fuck, man. I'm glad I didn't see that because I saw the what's it called? I saw the mention of it, right? And I saw a number of people speaking on different podcasts about how he basically recanted everything that Kanye said on his platform, and to me that just says a lot more about him, right, than it says about Kanye, right? And I think, and that's what kind of why I wanted to really do this episode as well, to piggyback off my co-host, just because, like, look, we have to get to an impasse, right? Like, if I say that it's dangerous to put your hand on the stove because you can get burned, you don't come for me. If somebody wants to come now and sing about how and glorify about how you should just be out here putting your hands on stoves, it's not okay. It's not right. It's not doing you any good or anybody else that comes after you any good. But yet we continue to hold on to these trumpets, and to the fact that, and the thing that blows my mind is that what he just said here, and I even said this on my story. I'm like, bro, these Bible thumping hip hop enthusiasts, they've been talking about how Common doesn't get no play, J. Cole doesn't get no play, all these Logic, if you like swing that way, but all these different guys, right, don't get any any airtime, and yet they'll be the first ones like Noriega, right, to be coming on here and literally be trying to protect this shit.
Yeah.
What the fuck are you guys doing? This is why just to finish, this is why other countries are laughing at the black culture, right? It's the most copied culture, quote unquote culture, on the planet. Sure, you got Asia. I was just looking at the other day. They had Asian girls doing the renegade, all this shit, right? Which all stemmed from a girl of African descent. It's cool, like that's cool and it's in. But what does that get you? What does that actually get you monetarily? Because last time I checked, you guys spend $1 trillion every single year, and yet there's no type of financial onus or any type of hunkering down. Last time I checked, there's no Bank of African American, but you know what I do know? There's a Bank of China. They got a bank of What's it called? I know the Hebrews that you guys lament. They got their own bank. They're loaning their people money. And the ones that you guys that they do bring up, the African American banks they do bring up, y'all don't even go to them. Y'all don't even get loans from them. So what are we even talking about here?
Yeah, man.
But I digress.
Hey, the truth does not bring people together. The truth divides. And the truth hurts. And that was a whole ass truth sandwich my co-host just made for y'all. And to kind of piggyback of what he stated, the quote unquote black community, I'm sure like there's people that have never been on this channel before, never heard my voice before. Let me explain to you briefly why I say quote unquote, because it's alleged. So the black community, the alleged black community, and that's a double quote because black is not real. Black is like these frames on these glasses are black. Tar is black. My co-host shirt is black. I can see the difference between him and his shirt. Black does not denote any type of lineage, heritage, culture, none of the above. It does not denote any of that. It does not come with a set of code and or conducts. My co-host is from Nigeria. He can tell you his tribe. He can tell you, what that means culturally. He can. I'm sure he can lay it all out for you. I'm sure. And I'm sure there's other African tribes out there that can. So I wouldn't say, the quote unquote Igbos. I wouldn't do that. No, that's a very affirmed statement. The Igbos. I'm not Igbo, but I know who they are, and I know they have a very strong culture. I know that people in mainland China, although they are a huge conglomerate, they are all under the same umbrella when it comes to culture. They all have the same expectations for their seedlings. So when one goes astray, it's nothing for a different parent to bring that other one in line. Let that happen here. Let that happen here. I don't even want to get into all the what have you. Just let your imagination just like soak down on it. Right?
Go on World Star Hip Hop. I'm sure you'll see it. Yeah, you'll see a couple examples.
Exactly, but that's why I say quote unquote, because it's not real. Because he was dropping truth bombs. Like he said, hey, this is the most copied culture. We know why that is, because it's the most fabricated. It's the only fabricated one, to my knowledge. It's not a real culture. It's fabricated by the same quote unquote people that Kanye was just talking about. 2 weeks ago, this is a true story. 2 weeks ago, at my sister-in-law's house, one of my aunts brought this game. It's a card game. Like you guys know, like the What Do You Mean? Cards Against Humanity, like one of those type of card games, right? Where you can play with multiple people. I do not recall the name of the game. I do not, but I can get that information for y'all. But as we're playing the game, it was like basically it was like a how black are you game. We're gonna ask you questions about the black community and black entertainment over the whatever, and then who can answer these questions the most. You're the blackest, whatever, right? That was the name of the game, but that I'm paraphrasing. And long story short, as we're playing the game, I'm sitting there thinking like, I guarantee you, and I said this at the party. I said, I guarantee you. Like if you look at the box of this game, it's going to say created by Rosenberg and Heisenwitz. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to be some black people that are making money off of this game. And I'm not saying that to denigrate or begrudge quote unquote Jews. I'm not. I have enough videos where I speak about all of that stuff. All right. I'm not out here to be anti-Semitic, which I can't, like Kamal pointed out. Or anything like that. I'm not here. This isn't hate speech. This is the truth. When I said that, I truly believed it, and I still don't know. I didn't look it up, but I guarantee you, who else is monetizing quote unquote blacks? Who has been monetizing quote unquote blacks? Follow the money. It's not even like rocket science. Follow the money, and then the people that are stopping you from going any further, that's where the money's going. The ones telling you what you can and can't do, that's the money. That's the money. Money talks.
Bro, perfectly said, man. Perfectly said. This is the shit that just, and I think I become so incensed because look, I'm at the end of the day, I have no stake in this game. I mean, yeah, if you were, how do I say this? If you were low IQ, you would just look at me and go, oh, well, you're a black guy, this and that. And like, you would just look at me and that's how you would kind of like, oh, so why are you saying this about your group of people? Well, as my co-host mentioned, I'm Nigerian, you know what I mean? I'm Nigerian first, right? So, when anybody, when we have these talking points, it's just, for me, I'm looking as a concerned citizen, right? Because truthfully told, right, if a cop pulls me over, that's how they're going to denigrate me, right? Is as a black guy. So before Nigerian first. So I'm looking at it from the point of like, I already know what other cultures are saying about this group, right? Now, is that to say that our house is clean, right? No, because I mean, currently right now, Nigeria is going through it politically, right? Where it's going, to the point where my mom was even told, you probably shouldn't be, thinking about traveling there within the, the foreseeable future, just until the elections are done, right? But even with all that being said, a group of people that have only been able to declare independence as of, I believe it's 60 some odd years now, right? Still have a stronger code, as my co-host mentioned, than anything over the last 300 years that a group of people have persisted within a nation. The only code that I could think of are all, I guess, for the lack of a better term, toxic behaviors. The snitching culture.
Preach.
Right? The snitching code. Preach. Right? Twerking. Baby mamas.
Preach.
Where did that come from? Because I'm pretty sure Caucasian gang culture, because I'm pretty sure Caucasian people weren't running around going, oh, that's my baby father. That's my baby daddy. So all the baby mama, baby daddy culture, right? The 70% of single mom culture. Yeah, don't get me wrong. I know there's other ethnicities in there. We can play the what about them game another time. But for this sake of this conversation, we're talking about a group of people who, honestly, it just seems like the lost tribe. Oh, and I mean, that's what they've been called. A lot of the lost tribe, and everything about how they act. I mean, even down to this quote unquote culture that we try to talk about, right? Is that to say that everything about the African American experience isn't a positive? No, that's not what we're saying. The problem is that all the negatives are what's being circulated around the world, 365 days a year, 24 hours a day. All the negative shit, all of the negative monikers, all the negative mantras, F ninja free, like that. Like I got friends listening to Ice Spice talking about, oh, that ninja munch got that crap stuck in their head. Like it's what the fuck are we even talking about? What are we doing? Even down to the Renegade. You couldn't even capture the Renegade. The girl that came out with the Renegade literally had to get she had the Charlie D'Amelio. Don't ask me how I know these individuals. Charlie D'Amelio had to get shamed into bringing that African American girl, quote unquote, into her house just to do the Renegade with her, because Charlie D'Amelio became the most TikTok watched, subscribed person on the planet, and that girl barely had over 100,000 subscribers. But she came up with the dance. She came up with the dance and got no love. The only people that knew about her were within her vicinity. Even the ones that were blackity black, y'all, because I'm black, y'all, didn't know anything about that girl. And Charlie D'Amelio had to bring her on in like a sad puppy, hey, and do a PR scheme to basically give her some love and just do the dance with her so they could show like, oh yeah, all homage, all like you're the reason, huh? You're the hey, yeah, okay. Come on, man. Like y'all gotta do so much better. So much better, yo. And the fact that he makes this comment and the host has the audacity to backtrack on multiple major media outlets and chastise everything that he said and brought up is just like, where are we? What is your end game? Oh, I know. Sodom and Gomorrah.
He lost a lot of respect.
That's your shit.
After that, you don't have someone come on your freaking You don't have someone come on your goddamn platform and then you go out and do all that. Because what he said was, again, during the Breakfast Club thing was like, Kanye told my producer, if he stops rolling like the tape or whatever, he's gonna leave. So I didn't want to have like a baby situation like y'all had when Birdman left, whatever.
Come on,
I'm over here like, bro, for real? Like, come on. Like, first of all, my dude, if you're gonna have the dude on your channel and you're gonna sit there and say, "Oh, you're for free speech," then let the nigga talk. And then at the end of the day, he spoke. So you be a man and say, "Hey, you know what? I was just the outlet." All right, he came. We was drinking. That's what we do on my channel. And he said what he said. Whatever. Do I agree with the things that he said? No. If you don't agree, then you are free to say you don't agree when you say that. But you just that's how it is. Hey,
I regret it.
Yeah, I regret. I wish I didn't. I wouldn't have do it again. I'm so sorry. I'm ashamed and all. Like, no, you are.
What the fuck, man?
My man's. Like, your channel. Not even. I wasn't even one that watched that channel. To be honest with you, I just
same
stuff like that. But I was aware of it. But now it's like, like that shit that's a dub. Yeah. That is a straight dub, bro.
I gotta go, man. Yeah. I gotta go, man. And that's the thing is, right? Like, I'm not gonna sit here and say, oh, we should cancel the shit. I'm not saying that at all, right? And that's the beauty of it, right? I'm not ever going on that shit and watching it.
Yeah, no, I'm not canceling it. I'm not saying cancel him. I'm saying no one should.
No, I know.
I'm saying for me,
same.
It's not valid.
I can't subscribe to that, man. Like you're literally bringing all of these heavy hitters, all like because anytime I see, I watch a lot of YouTube, so I'll see YouTube shorts of these guys bringing on the Chris Browns, the Tanks, the different guys, like these different people that have embedded themselves in the quote unquote right in the hip hop culture.
Birdman, everybody.
They bring all these guys in and they say all types of things, talk about all types of nonsense. But then the one guy that talks about something that actually
the real shit,
that gives you some cause to pause and go, because the thing is that's really telling is listen to how the people reacted when he spit those bars for them in the studio. He's saying all that stuff and can anybody tell me? Can anybody bet their house that they're not gonna be able to see somebody talking like that on Apple Rap Music, and this ain't gonna be in the top 3, and nobody could say shit. Nobody could say shit. But then now you have the audacity to now go back and just be like, oh, I wasn't man enough to check Kanye when he made the comment, but no, now I'm man enough to take accountability for what, bruh? Miss me, man.
Yeah,
miss you, man. This overcorrecting cancel culture bullshit is the death of us all, man. I'm telling you, bro.
It's pathetic, man. It's pathetic when you see grown men, literally doing their freaking Billie Jean is not behind.
That dancing like
shucking and jiving.
Fred Astaire in this bitch.
Like, ooh, I'm so sorry, masses. I didn't know he was gonna come out and start talking about the Jews like that. I'm so sorry. Had I known, I would have never let him on my platform. Please don't take my platform, masses.
He was sitting in that. This is him. He was sitting in that exec room when they brought him in after Kanye did, and he was just like, guys, I as a nose, I messed up. I didn't know. I didn't know he would say what he says. I don't believe him. I don't believe him, master. I can't. I don't subscribe to his nonsense. You know what Ozzy does? Ozzy takes it down, and Ozzy repents, and Ozzy moves on. Come on, man. Enough. Enough, bro.
Come on, man.
Come on. They got the hoodest of people. My co-host was talking about. I mean, I don't know if he's stamped like that, street cred wise.
Mm-hmm.
But they got these dudes that were in the fucking trenches getting shot at. They got them tap dancing.
Yeah.
These motherfuckers were on the block probably till 4 or 5 in the morning getting shot at. But they got them tap dancing over words. But let
it all go back to what Kanye said. He said, I'm gonna kill this nigga, I'm gonna fuck this bitch, right? Or fuck his bitch. That's what he said, right? And that's cool. That is cool. But Kanye's not being canceled for saying that.
Oh,
That's not why he's being canceled. That's not why the interview was taken down. And he used that. He used that to basically have people be able to digest his greater picture or his greater theme, if you will.
mm-hmm.
And that's why it was taken down. You know, not because of I'm gonna fuck this bitch and I'm gonna kill this nigga. Not because of that. That's not why it was canceled. So again, like I said at the beginning of this, we have to keep in mind what's going on, what's actually going on. Somebody is telling you you can't watch or listen to Kanye West's interview, and we highly recommend that you don't listen to anything else that he has to say. So then you have to say you should naturally have a few questions. One is, well, what the fuck did he say that was so egregious that someone would sit here and say, hey, we're going to have to supersede your own rights and just let you know off the jump what you can and can't do. And then two, who the hell is this group that has this authority? But last time I checked, the only people that he was talking about were the quote unquote Jews. So did the Asians come out and say, oh, cancel Kanye? Did they make that executive call and say, get that shit down? Was it the average Caucasian executive? Was it the white man? Was it Bob or Tom, Dick, and Harry? Was it them? Huh? I doubt it. They're probably still on the back nine. You know what I'm saying? They're not even done with the back nine yet. So, and we know it wasn't Hove. You know what I'm saying? We know it wasn't Oprah. Because they don't have that type of pull like that. You know what I'm saying? So then who was it? And again, who was he talking about? So we know the type of power they have. And we know that they control what you say and what you hear. Does that sit well with anyone? It doesn't sit well with me.
Thank you so much for that. I mean, my co-host just ended that beautifully. So with that, guys, you know, do with it what you may, right? But just keep your you know, your eyes about you, keep your ears about you, right? Stay firm, stay solid, stay in your masculine, right? Because there are people that are literally you would think that are in your corner that are looking to pull the rug out from underneath you at the slightest bit of dissension.
Oh yeah.
Right. So with that being said, guys, this was, you know, a great episode. What we're trying to do is make sure we give you this fire while it's nice and hot. So I wanted to make sure we came on today and you know, touch base on Kanye and his ever loving saga through the round robin of media. So if you guys want to check us out for more hard hitting content based upon what we see and hear and what we're, you know, exposed to in today's day and age, check us out at Moss Media Network on YouTube. We're on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Anchor, anywhere that you can grab a podcast and listen to. Your boys here at Moss Media Podcast are there. Okay. We also have our social media platforms. So if you guys want to get a little bit of insight as to us, right, if you want to see if we're really the misogynist that people, you know, claim us to be, check us out on our social media platforms. I know mine is at Q Fusion. I'll let my co-host plug his channels in as well.
Yes, mine is at DUBBLE letter A HEFF. That is the handle for IG and for YouTube, and that's mainly where my content is at.
All right. And same here. I have my Q Fusion Reacts channel. So if you guys want to get a little bit of lighter, you know, I still touch base on some of this nonsense and tomfoolery and haberdashery and hemoglobin that goes on out here. If you want to check out some of that content where I post all the nonsense I listen to.
Well, what was the last video that you posted? You should tell them.
Jesus. I wouldn't even, bruh.
Really?
I didn't even remember.
Well, you got to get on it, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The last video that I posted, if anyone's interested, is actually in line with this. It was the video about Kanye West and Candace Owens wearing the White Lives Matter shirts in Paris. So if y'all want to watch a video on that and get my breakdown on that, and also what I used was a video that Dr. Umar Johnson made about it. for some perspective. So yes, definitely that's my latest video. It is a 2-part series. Each video is about 15 minutes long. Check it out. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Remember to like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. So guys, thank you again for an amazing episode. We look forward to checking you guys out soon. Peace.
Peace.
Are you sure about that?